And today we are continuing with 45 onwards. Very important verse. And Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdando Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshema Atmavan. Krishna says that the Vedas deal mainly with the subject of three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. So, Traigunya Vishya Veda Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. Basically, Krishna is saying that the Vedas mainly deal with subject matters of three modes of material nature. Yes? And Arjuna, you should become Nistraigunya, means you should overcome this. You should come above of these three gunas. That means you should transcend three gunas. And transcending three gunas means you are above the dualities of this world. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety. Okay, Niryog Kshema Atmavan. Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto. Without duality. Okay, overcome this duality and be established in the self. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So all material activities involve actions and reactions in the three modes of material nature. They are meant for fruitive results which cause bondage in the material world. The Vedas deal mostly with fruitive activities to gradually elevate the general public from the field of sense gratification to a position on the transcendental plane. Prabhupada is saying that most of the activities in the material world are based on these three gunas only. Satoguna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So they are meant for fruitive results which cause bondage in the material world. So when somebody is in the So dealing with the material world activities, so when maximum activities are influenced by three modes, or almost all, except bhakti, everything is influenced by three modes of material nature. So that causes the bond, because when you do something for fruitive, for your result, then you are bound in the reaction of the work. Okay, if you are not doing anything, you do for Krishna's satisfaction, you are not in that bondage. Okay. What is that slogan? Yaggarthat karmanyo. If you do it, yagya means for Krishna. If you do for Krishna, you are not bound. Otherwise, you are bound in the reaction of the work. So the Vedas may mostly deal with these fruitive activities. Okay. Fruitive activities means if you do this, you get this result. If you do this, you get this result. That's what called fruits. There is a fruit. Okay. And what is that? If somebody follows all these Vedic rituals, Vedic system, Karma Kanda, okay, then it is for what purpose? So point is, if it is not good, then why it is mentioned in the Vedas? It is mentioned for gradually elevate general public in the field of sense gratification to a position on the transcendental plane. So whatever stage one is there at present, so take him from there and elevate him from there for higher level. Okay, so if a person is in a lower modes like Chandala or somebody very down, low class, then whatever system is given to him to follow, if as per Vedic system, if he follows that, he is upgraded. Like that, gradually one person can upgrade. So that's for general public. Okay. Arjuna, as a student in front of Lord Krishna, is advised to raise himself to the transcendental position of Vedanta philosophy, where in the beginning there is Brahma Jigyasa, or questions on the supreme transcendence. All the living entities who are in the material world are struggling very hard for existence. For them, the Lord, after creation of the material world, gave the Vedic wisdom advising how to live and get rid of the material entanglement. So, Jiva, out of its foolishness, came into the material entanglement, but Krishna knew. So, Krishna knew that Jiva will struggle in the material world. So, in order to help Jiva, Krishna gave this Vedic wisdom. So, that's why Prabhupada is writing that basically all the living entities are suffering in this material world. Okay, so everybody is struggling for the existence. So, in order to help the Jiva, Krishna gave the Vedic wisdom. So, what is that help? Vedic wisdom. And how it will help? It will help because Vedic wisdom will give how to live in this world and how to get rid of this world, this information. Okay, how to live in this world and how to complete our job here and go back home, back to God, and get rid of this world which is full of misery and go to the world which is full of ananda. How to do that? That wisdom is provided in the Vedic scriptures, and those Vedic scriptures are given by Krishna. So when the activities for sense gratification, namely the Karma Kanda chapter, are finished, then the chance for spiritual realization is offered in the form of Upanishads, which are part of different Vedas. So after Karma Kanda, the Bhakti is also explained. As the Bhagavad Gita is a part of the fifth Veda, namely the Mahabharata, the Upanishads mark the beginning of transcendental life. Okay, so Upanishads also, after Karma Kanda, the spiritual realization is offered in the form of Upanishads. Bhagavad Gita is the part of Mahabharata, which is also called the fifth Veda, and Bhagavad Gita also called the Gita Upanishad. Okay, Gita Upanishad. So as long as the material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material worlds. One has to learn tolerance in the face of duality such as happiness and distress. So as long, this is very nice and a very important thing, that as long as material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material world. Whatever is okay, so if a person is there in this material world, definitely he will be in this action reaction. So as long as this material body is there, there will be this action reaction, because material modes will act. But what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to tolerate the what we should tolerate in the happiness and distress, cold and warm, and by tolerating such dualities. So Prabhupada is saying one has to learn tolerance in the face of dualities such as happiness and distress, or cold and warmth, and by tolerating such dualities become free from anxieties regarding gain and loss. This transcendental position is achieved in full Krishna consciousness when one is fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna. So, if this is very important quality for a sadhaka, what? Becoming, tolerating the dualities. Okay, man, apman, sitoshan, sukha, dukkhada, all these things. Okay, happiness, distress, or sitoshna, man, apman, or what is that? Labh, hani, yes. So these 6 things definitely we should tolerate. Means these we should understand that these are the activities happening due to the mode of material nature, influenced by mode of material nature. So they can distract us from Krishna. What is that? Happiness and distress. Some people are, when too much happiness comes, they are taken away from Krishna. Some people, when too much distress comes, they went away, they goes away from Krishna. Okay, and labh, hani, so much gain, something you got, or hani, loss. Many times we get disturbed, okay, that we were having some desire that this item, this article should we should get, or someone should bring this for me, this person should gift me this thing, I want to get this thing, I want to purchase this thing, or many things, or in this business this much profit should come. So this gain, so when we get those things, we become so happy and we forget Krishna. Or if we don't get, then we get disturbed. We feel that agitation, like somebody, we were expecting that this person will give me this thing, but he didn't give. Then we are too much agitated, we are too much disturbed. Immediately we get angry, we start shouting, yelling, all those things. Why? Because we are not yet in that transcendental mode. We are still in the mode of materialism. So we have to learn to tolerate those situations, any situation which gives us. Krishna is saying to tolerate happiness also, not only distress. So too much, something happened very nice, become too happy, too much. No, be peaceful, calm, tolerate that happiness, do not react too much. And something distress situation, then also tolerate, do not react too much. Okay, and labhani, same. If you get some gift, some profit, something, do not become too much excited and all. Tolerate it. Because that's also, this becoming too much excited, also a different action of mind which is diverting. Okay, so tolerate that also. Learn to tolerate. So many nice things you are getting, but be peaceful, be calm. Do not get this. And nobody is giving you any gift, no problem, be calm. Okay, that's what is called overcoming dualities of the world. Okay, 6 things are there. Okay, Shitoshna, Manhani, and Manapman. Labhani, Manapman. Okay, Shitoshna means winter and hot, summer. Okay, so winter and summer can be favorable situation and unfavorable situations. So when you get some favorable situation, tolerate it. Means do not get too much this thing. Okay, just not able to tolerate, then you will forget Krishna. So that's a sukh mein bhulo nahi, dukh mein bhulo nahi. And 5th and 6th is man apman. That's very important. Okay, somebody gave you so much respect and you became very excited and then forget Krishna. Some people become very famous, then they don't worship Krishna. They think I am only Krishna. Okay, and some people they are like somebody gave them insult, somebody insulted them, they feel very distressed. Okay, sometimes suppose somebody is chanting and he chanting, but somebody says something bad word or something disturbing situation, then he gets agitated and he stops chanting and he started fighting with him. Sometimes you see 2 people fighting having japa beads in their hand. Why? Because their mind gave higher priority to this fight than chanting. That's a big mistake. Okay, so tolerate what he is saying, tolerate that, focus on chanting. That's what the test, because you are trying to chant, trying to focus, trying to bring your mind, your attention to Krishna. So you were able to do something. So there was a test. Let's see how much good you are doing. So there was a situation created by Maya to check whether you are focusing on chanting or not. So Maya created a situation and immediately you stopped chanting and started fighting with the fellow. You started talking. Not only fight, but some excited situation. Somebody will bring some gift for you. Oh, gulab jamun for you. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll chant later. Let me give. Somebody brought your favorite gift. You were, since childhood, since your birth, you were expecting somebody should gift me this thing, and he brought. And you are supposed to go that day temple, and he said, now I want to enjoy with this item. Okay, today temple program cancel. Let me check how it works, how it is. Okay, or somebody, you were expecting this person is will come and he will give me, but he didn't bring anything. So that's what these are things. These are the dualities: happiness, distress, man, apman, labh, hani. These are the situations which will come and they will distract us. Not only the bad situation like dukha or hani or apman, insult. Not only that, good thing also can distract us from Krishna, right? Happiness and profit, gain, and so much respect. These all things can distract us from Krishna, so one should tolerate them. Okay, don't get agitated. Once we get agitated, that means we are defeated by our mind. Mind got victorious because mind has overtaken us. Agitation, so much shouting, yelling. Sometimes people don't even know that they are angry or they are getting angry. They lose their control immediately. They don't know. Some people know, okay, at least now this thing is happening wrong, so here, because I am some authority, I must shout on those people, then only they will correct themselves. So he will little think, but some people immediately so that's like mind is completely controlling them. They don't know, they don't even think that okay, now I have to shout, now I have to scold this person. Immediately it comes from them. They don't even know when it comes. They don't even plan, but it comes. That means they have no control over their mind. Mind is automatically doing everything. Okay. Some unfavorable situation came. Somebody said something and he immediately reaction. Okay. So those things has to be understood. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So Krishna is saying basically that one should transcend the three modes, okay, by the performance of devotional service. All those things will come in detail in future chapters. Text number 46 we shall do tomorrow. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.